Alright, so a lot of you guys were asking about Astrals or Astro. They're a big gold sink, especially if you want to max them out, although you probably shouldn't, at least early on in the levels. I feel like your gold could be better spent elsewhere. After you hit the orange stat-based ones at level 5 or 6 and the percentage-based ones at 6 or 7, you should wait till you can farm lots of gold in World Boss before going ahead to max them out. I say this because at those levels, you get close to 80% of the maxed out Astro's efficiency without having to spend all that gold. This game seems to have a new set of Astro effects that I didn't know, like increasing flat damage increase, crit rate increase, block increase, HP restoration upon attack, and damage reduction after taking a hit, which I haven't had a chance to properly test out, but overall, they're an upgrade. When picking Astros, you want to focus on the 4 primary stats: attack, whether physical or magical, defense, which is physical and magical defense, and HP. For archers, I don't know for sure if they're as reliant on crit as they are in the other games, but for them, you could sub out either magical or physical defense Astro for a crit one. In fact, for an archer, I would just ignore the defense's Astro and focus on physical attack, crit, HP, and crit-based damage increase, then eventually fix up the rest. When it comes to building Astro, you could go the PV or player versus environment route, or the PvP, which is the player versus player route. For PV, it's about dishing out as much damage per second as possible, so after the 4 primary stats, you could put in Sniper's Edge, Determination, and Ruthlessness, which should give you a nice damage bump. For surviving, the Goddess Blessing is good. For PvP, it's about dishing damage too, but not at the expense of surviving, so we switch up to a more survivable base set. So, the Will Destroyer for mages and knights, Guardian Angel, Goddess Blessing, Illusion, and Refined Blessed Health come into play. I haven't dabbled that much into PvP, so feel free to correct me or add your own suggestions in the comments section. Also, I'm glad that the quick capture is available to everyone instead of having to be VIP for like in the other games. Sure wish the auto capture was available to everyone too, but oh well. Let me give you Astro suggestions for the night: Pristine Force or Refined Force, Fortitude, Willpower, Brilliance, Ruthlessness, Enshieldment, Enhanced Will Destroyer, and Goddess Blessing. This is the route I am going until I can get better equipment, so I can change to a crit-based build. You can also go the crit way by having Sniper's Edge, Determination, and Cruelty, but you'll have to give up the Enhanced Will Destroyer because it disables crit. For the mages, Pristine or Refined Mystically, Fortitude, Willpower, Brilliance, Ruthlessness, and Goddess Blessing. You can also choose to go the Will Destroyer route or the crit-based route. For the archers, Pristine or Refined Force, Sniper's Edge, Determination, Ruthlessness, then after that, you can put in the defenses and other stats you may require. I feel like since the archers depend on crit, there's one way of building them which can be used everywhere, though the mage or the knight need different builds for different playstyles. Here is a tip for check for which Astros are the best or the best combination. If in doubt, go the ranking and check on what the top players use, like a group of 10 of them. Usually they'll have the money and resource to test out the best build for everything and settle on that. Also, these are my thoughts and tips. Feel free to agree to disagree, and disagree to agree. Thanks for watching. Like, share, sub.